Matt here again with another park tour. Today we are back in Canada and I'm going to show you around the Thousand Islands KOA located in Mallorytown. So on today's tour, we are in Ontario, Canada, and I'm going to be showing you around this KOA in Mallorytown, the Mallorytown KOA, also called the Thousand Islands Mallorytown KOA. And we happen to be staying at this KOA because it is very early May and we're working our way back from Key West, and it is one of the few campgrounds that is open at this time of the year in this part of the world. This campground actually opens in mid-April every year. So if you're looking for a spot as you're working your way back up north, maybe you're a snowbird, this is a good place, a good option to choose. So as we start our tour, let's have a look at some of the lots. First one I'll show you is one of the premium lots here. This is lot 207. Sewer, power, and water. We've got a concrete pad, some resin furniture, a barbecue, and you've even got a little light of your own to light up your patio, and a bit of trees and vegetation as well. So this campground is fairly flat. It's generally just one big field, typical for most KOAs. There are some mature trees throughout the park though. If I pivot around, and the campsites behind me do have more trees. So let's go and have a look at some of those. And in the meantime, while we're walking over there, like I said, most of the campsites here do have power and water. Most of them have sewer, but not all. There's no cable TV at this campground. There is Wi-Fi internet. However, there is a disclaimer that the Wi-Fi is only sufficient for checking email. And for some of the basic stuff, you're not going to be streaming TV with this internet. So here's another example of a campsite. This campsite does not have sewer. It's campsite 49, but you'll notice that it's all just one big grassy pad. There's no gravel pad here. So that's kind of nice. You don't need to worry about tracking in any dirt. So we've got water, power over there. See, we're next to a KOA cabin. There does appear to be some permanent residents here, or maybe some seasonal people who have settled in here quite early, maybe even some camp workers. You can see a more permanent setup here. What you're looking at here are some of the tent sites. So kind of nice, again, nice big flat area for tents. Don't even need to worry about gravel pads here. Everything is pretty level. Like there's power and water as well for your tent sites. These are lots 92 and 94 here. Over here, we've got a grouping of KOA cabins. Looks like they all have air conditioning and heat, and they're all surrounding a very, very small pond. But hey, it's still a pond. Kind of nice to have a water body in a campground regardless. Next, we'll take a walk over to some of the campground amenities. And as with most KOA holidays, there's quite a few activities to do here, especially for kids. So here's a look at the mini putt course. Lawn was just freshly mowed today. Looks quite nice. This is a 9-hole. And then the next thing that we're looking at is the kids' playground. So we've got some swings. Got a fairly new jungle gym over here as well. It's a fairly big dog park as well. Fairly big fenced in area compared to a lot of the campgrounds that we've been to. At the back here, we've got a volleyball court. We've got the typical KOA jumping pillow. And as we walk over here, we've also got a little soccer field. Not something I've seen at a lot of KOAs, so that's a nice little extra feature. Now, I should note that as I'm touring you around, for Ontario, this is early in the year to be camping. So a lot of these campgrounds are just preparing for the season. Not everything is open yet. Here, for example, the pool is not open yet, and they're still in the midst of doing some maintenance to the campground. So bear that in mind as you're looking at the tour here. Some of the stuff might look a little bit unfinished or incomplete, but they're just opening up for the season right now. And next, we'll go and have a look at the pool area. So while we're walking to the pool area, I'll tell you about one of the other quirks of this campground that I've never seen at a campground before. They do have a washroom facility and a shower facility. However, there's only one of them. And we are way at the back of the campground over here, and the washroom facility is in the main office building over here. So it is a long walk, so you want to make sure that if you're coming and you're planning to use the washroom facilities and shower inside the main office, that you're getting a lot near the front of the campground. The other interesting part is the showers are only open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. The washroom is open 24 hours, but you can't shower after 10. That's kind of strange to me. If you're coming in late at night and you want to go and have a shower, I guess you've got to wait till the next morning. All right, so let's have a look at the pool area. And the pool is not open yet, although there is water in it, but it would be very cold for swimming right now anyway. But you can see that there is a water slide. There's actually two sections to the pool. There's a smaller shallow area on this side, and slightly deeper area where the slide drops you in. Lots of nice resin furniture all around the pool area as well. If you're getting a lot that doesn't have sewer, you're going to be dumping at the main entrance here, which is right next to the office. As I mentioned earlier, you've got your washrooms over here. Nice little patio here with picnic tables and umbrellas, and that's right next to the pool. And then there is a common room as well. So let's go and have a look in there. So there is a restaurant menu here. It's not open yet, but they do make pizza. And it looks like there's a number of other options as well. Good sized laundry facility here. Lots of washers and dryers. And cool little game room. So you got some air hockey, some pool, some arcade games. So great spot for the kids on a rainy day. Also lots of books to choose from. And based on the lighting and speakers, it looks like they probably have some concerts in here from time to time. And if you happen to be staying here in a tent, there is a nice outdoor camp kitchen. You've got some microwaves, a sink, stainless steel countertops, easy to keep clean that way, and you've got some barbecues as well. Another little quirk about this place, and I guess this is becoming more and more common, but they don't accept credit card for any transactions under $5. So if you're looking to go in there and just buy something simple, like a bag of marshmallows, for example, just make sure you're bringing cash along. None of this campground is paved, so it's all going to be gravel roads, gravel lots, gravel roads, long gravel driveway to come into the campground, but that means that you're kind of tucked in and secluded back in the bush here. There is, however, a train nearby, and we've heard the train about 4 times today. So if train noise bothers you, maybe not the best campground for you. But otherwise, it's been pretty quiet, probably partially because of the time of the year. But overall, a decent campground. Definitely happy that we picked this. It was convenient on our way back up north, and especially because of the early opening date that we really appreciated. You are not close to any large cities here. Probably an hour or more drive to get to any major centers. And even in terms of grocery stores, there's not a lot of options. On our way in, we actually went to a Fresh Mart. So that's a pretty small Canadian grocery store chain. And there was maybe about 4 or 5 aisles. Pretty pricey as well. So I would definitely recommend, if you're coming to this campground, make sure that you stock up on groceries ahead of time. The Fresh Mart does have all of your basics, fruits, vegetables, bread, meats, but you're gonna be paying a premium. The nice thing is though, the grocery store is only a 3-minute drive away. You can even walk to it if you really needed to, so that's definitely an option. And the other thing to keep in mind is there is a store at this KOA, so just like most KOAs, most campgrounds, they do have a lot of the basic supplies too, condiments, that kind of stuff. As always, if you do have any questions that I wasn't able to answer for you, please just leave a comment and I'll do my best to help you out. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out. And don't forget to come back tomorrow to see where we go next.